Good morning, students. Welcome to class 4. I will be teaching you computers. Today, we will know about the evolution of a computer. The computer is one of the greatest inventions of mankind. Computers play an important role in our everyday life. Let us learn about the history of computers that led to the development of present-day computers. Computers have evolved over a period of time. The development of present-day computers can be studied in reference to the different generation of computers devices. In each generation, technological improvements changed the way computers operated. The computers become smaller, cheaper, more powerful, efficient, and reliable with each generation. Before learning about the various generations of computers, let us learn about some of the early calculating machines that laid the foundation of the present-day computers. Early calculating devices like abacus. Abacus was one of the earliest counting devices. It is a device consisting of frame of rods with easily sliding bits on them. Simple calculations like additions and subtraction can be done on abacus by sliding the beads along the rods. Napier's bones, also called Napier's rods, were invented by Scottish mathematician John Napier. It consists of 9 bones or sticks with number marked on them. In this calculating device, the placement of sticks is done in such a way that the products and quotients of large numbers can be obtained easily. Pascaline calculator. Around 1642, Blaise Pascal developed a calculator called arithmetic or Pascaline. It was one of the world's first mechanical adding machine. This device is used a series of tooth wheels. Pascaline could handle the numbers up to 999,999,999. Difference engine. In 1800s, Charles Babbage designed the first automatic calculating device, the difference engine. It could perform complex mathematical calculations. Analytical engine. After working on the difference engine in the year 1833, Charles Babbage started working on the analytical engine. This machine could store 1000 number of 50 decimal digits each. The machine could perform all arithmetic operations, additions, subtraction, multiplication, division, and many more functions. Generations of computer. First generation computer was developed on 1940. Some of the characteristics of the first generation computer were they used vacuum tubes and magnetic drums for the memory. They occupied a lot of space. They were expensive to operate. They used a lot of electricity and generated a large amount of heat. Some examples of first generation computers are EDVSE and UNIVAC 1. The, the electronic numerical integrator and computer was the first general purpose, fully electronic digital computer developed by J. Presburg, Edward and John Markey. It contained over 18,000 vacuum tubes. UNIVAC 1, Universal Automatic Computer, was the first commercially available computer. It was also designed by J. Presper Eckert and John Mackey. Second generation computer was developed in 1956. They used transistor and magnetic core for the memory. They were smaller and faster compared to the first generation computer. They were cheaper to maintain compared to the first generation computer. Next comes the third generation computers. It was developed in 1964. The third generation computers had the following characteristics. They were faster and efficient than second generation computers. For the first time, computers were made available to general public because they were smaller and cheaper compared to the computers of earlier generation. The users communicated with the computers using keyboards and monitors. They used operating system allowing many different applications to run at one time. Fourth generation computer comes in 1972. The fourth generation computers are the present day computers. They have the following characteristics. They use VLSI and ULSI that could fit thousands of components onto a single chip. VLSI stands for Very Large Scale Integration and ULSI stands for Ultra Large Scale Integration. They are smaller, energy efficient, and more reliable than the earlier generation of computers. They are extremely powerful and can process millions of instructions in a fraction of a second. The present-day computers can be linked together to form computers networks. This led the development of worldwide network called the Internet. Desktop computers are example of the fourth generation computers. Here comes the fifth generation computers. These computers will be based on artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that deals with making the computers think and take decisions like human beings. These computers will be able to take commands in audio-visual way and carry out instructions. Characteristics of a computer. A computer has certain characteristics that make it different from other machines. They are speed, accuracy, diligence, high storage. After that, versatility, faster communications. However, computer being an electronic machine also has some limitations. They are zero IQ, lack of decision making power, no heuristics. So, students, go through the chapters thoroughly and read it properly. Thank you. Have a nice day.